All right. All right, guys. I'm zooming through today. All right. I am so hungry. I haven't been able to play Expedition 33 for the past 3 days. I just got back. I didn't actually go to the gym. I went for a walk. But yeah, man. All right, so we're zooming through all this, all right? We got some things to zoom through. I hope everyone's doing okay. How many wins are you projecting? Honestly, bro, I'm going 50 right now. I'm going 50. Win VP. Win VP. I'm eating a burger and hot dogs. I'll eat one for you, clan. Thanks, man. Yeah, after this, I gotta heat me up something, bro. I gotta heat me up something. I'm so hungry. Okay, so first and foremost, no, actually, I don't have this one. There we go. All right, so first and foremost, Lance is gone. Larry Nance is gone. Nance is gone. Larry Nance is gone. That was a player that I actually wanted. I thought that he would be a good addition, but he is gone. The Spurs did have their eyes on him, but it's gone. Yabusele is gone. Mamu is gone, but we were totally expecting that, right? We knew that he was going to be gone. What I wasn't expecting was for him to go to the Raptors. I wasn't expecting that. Where did Nance sign? Cavaliers, right? Or did I? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, the Cavaliers. Bad free agency. No, this was a great free agency. Are you kidding me? This has been a great free agency. Yeah, we've been doing great. I mean, we did what we needed to do, right? We could use one more shooter or a power forward, right? Just to have a backup for Sohan, who's more than likely going to start at power forward. He should. I don't really think that there's a better option. Let's see. Let's move this a little bit so you can. I'm trying to even it out. But yeah. Spurs have 11 rotations, guys, as it stands. Any more is gravy. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But there is some news, okay? We do have some news. All right, so I want to address this because some people are worried about it, and I don't think you have anything to worry about. Actually, I'll bring up another thing showing. Here we go. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard, but Dylan Harper will not be participating in the California Classic. He will not be participating. I saw some people in the chat kind of worried, and you guys are like, "Oh my God, what happened? Is he hurt?" The Spurs are saying it's groin. I have no idea. What I do know is he wasn't going to play a lot anyways. But we do have something from Don Harris just to go over it. And yeah, I really like this. So this is what Don Harris had to say. All right, it's out of all the Spurs reporters, you can respect him the most. I mean, just to be real with you, right? He has some back and forth with some players here and there, but you can respect him the most. So he says, "It's been my experience over the past 35 years that minor issue is code for not really hurt, just too good for summer league. Same thing happened with Wemby and Castle. Harper will get a couple of runs in when they get to Vegas just to show a little, then they'll shut him down." One thing that's been a constant frustration, and I just got to deal with it, right? Like at this point, everyone's not going to agree with every single thing that I say, right? It's just not realistic. I could try to give my take on things the best of my ability, but it's not gonna be realistic. But one thing that has been bothering me just a little bit is like when I say that Dylan Harper should start, and I give you my reasons, not only because of the talent, but because I trust Castle coming off the bench to run that bench unit. And even if we get to the end of games, he can still finish games. It doesn't matter, right? We have Manu. It happens. But yeah, I think that he fits. I think that he's very talented. Second overall pick, could have been the first overall pick in many of drafts. I just don't think that that's too controversial. And I think it's kind of a weird thing going on because a lot of Spurs fans are like, you have to earn it, right? And you got used to having Popovich where that felt like that was kind of the deal. But then again, we had so many years of having vets on the team and having an established core, right? Where Popovich would do that. You gotta build within the system. It takes some time. But the difference between those guys at that time and now is, number one, our circumstance is completely different. But number two, we weren't getting number 2 picks. Okay? We weren't getting number 1 picks. That just wasn't the case. No one, and it's so weird because I understand like we love Castle, but this isn't a punishment. And I feel like a lot of people are treating this like it's a punishment. You know what I mean? It's wild. Yeah, exactly. They got to earn it over Keldon. Like, yeah, it's wild. It's not a punishment for Castle to come off the bench. If he starts at small forward, cool. But to me, what makes the most sense is for him to come off the bench. Hold on. Actually, what we'll do this. We'll do this live, okay? And you guys go ahead and tell me what your depth chart is. Here, we'll do one. Depth chart creation or whatever. Let's see here. We'll go to this website. Like, please tell me what makes the most sense to you, because maybe me just saying it rubs you the wrong way, but maybe if you actually like see what the team would look like, it'll make you feel a little differently. So start off with Fox, right? We'll have shooting guard. This is what I want to go with: Harper, Barnes, Sohan, Wemby. And then backup point guard, Castle, Vassell, Bryant. Man, I would like for us to go ahead and get a power forward here. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit with the power forward situation. I guess we'll have Keldon, backup Sohan, and then we'll have Cornette, right? And then behind that, you have Wesley. You have Malachi, Champagny. And I don't think we know how the rest looks, right? We don't know yet. Minix as power forward. The Spurs, they didn't re-sign Minix yet. I don't think. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think. But yeah, so take a look at this. Yeah, just create the table. I hate how ugly this looks. But how on earth is this bad? Look at the amount of balance that you have. Look how strong your bench unit is. I think that one thing people are doing is really underestimating how strong Fox could be with Wemby, right? We haven't seen them play together, and it could be insane. But I see this as balance. I see it as the second unit where Castle, I really do trust him coming off the bench, and I trust him being with the newcomer Cornette, and I trust him being with the newcomer Bryant. And with Harper, you surround him around 2 vets. That's going to put him in the best possible position to be as dynamic as he is. And then along with Sohan and Wemby, to kind of set the tone defensively. But Harper is a pretty good defender. But yeah, I just see this as a very difficult team to deal with. But people legit don't like this. They like, no, let's just put Castle in there. Okay, so now which Harper is going to be phenomenal day one. I really do believe that. But okay, now I need to trust Harper and possibly, you know, I don't know how much playing time they'll give Bryant right off the gate, but like I have to trust Harper to run a bench unit with the newcomer Bryant, get the most out of Keldon and the newcomer Cornette. Like, why? I like this the most. You have vets, you have people who've been with the team, and then you have this crazy dynamic scorer in Harper. And then Castle, I trust you. You can do your thing with the second unit. And he would absolutely demolish second units. Harper would too, but you know what I'm saying. Bassey ain't making this roster. Yeah, I don't know if Bassey's going to be here. So we have to see. Wouldn't mind having Bassey as the third option behind Wemby and Cornette. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't think this is that bad. I think this is actually a great starting lineup and bench, and I don't think this is disrespectful to anybody. We'll see, though. We'll see. Hopefully, the Spurs add just a little bit more talent, like one more player, and we're good. One more player, and we're good. But I like this. I like it a lot. Some fans are stuck in the early 2000s way of building rosters. Combo guards that are 6'5" and above with combo bigs is the way now. Yeah. And it won't be perfect, you know. It's not like every starter sits down, then every bench player comes in. But this is a lot of, you have depth, you have a good mixture of experience. I just like it. But like people coming out and saying, what has Harper proved? Dude, him not playing in the California Classic, I think in and of itself shows how good he is. Okay, it just is what it is. He's that good. He can handle that. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I feel like Harper is going to start the season off bench, but work his way. I guarantee you. I want to put money on this, okay? If I'm wrong, you come in here and just say, hey, Clayton, you were wrong on it, and I'll admit it. I want to put money on Harper starting day one. I want to put money on that. I bet you he starts day one. Not even joking with you. But I don't think this is controversial at all. If you do, then I just don't understand your perspective. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. I'll take that bet. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so moving on. This is news that people really do care about. Had quite a few people hit me up about this. What happened to Clan? What happened to Clan merch? It's still there, but just letting you know right off the bat, if you do order off of Clan, the merchfan.com, it's going to be a minute because I'm literally getting ready to go to Japan. I won't be here for basically the month of July, most of July. So, yeah. But you can order on there. I'll get to it in August. All right. Giannis. A lot of Spurs fans been hitting me up about Giannis, okay? And people have asked what are my thoughts. And I'm gonna be candid, man. I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. Okay, before I give my thoughts, actually. So Giannis isn't happy, according to Chris Haynes. We do have this right here in which Giannis posted, I don't know what's going on right now, man. And this is his mood, 100%. And this is right after they got rid of Damian Lillard. So I was trying to understand why they did that, right? Like, I guess I get it, where you're just trying your best that you can to hold on to Giannis and create some type of a winning team and make enough room so you could just make something happen. But this is just ugly, man. And with the new CBA, you're not going to be able to, just construct a championship winning team without every dollar to your disposal, right? So I think that this is a little wild. When they initially got Dame, I thought that it was too much of a deal anyways. I thought it was like, we're kind of steering away from the whole, you need 3 superstars on a team, to win a championship, or you need like 2 superstars to win it. Not necessarily, right? You can get away with a superstar and a star, and then along with a bunch of role players in depth. But this is really weird. Really, really strange. So the question now is, does this hold true? This right here. So this was from ESPN. This is Windhorse. Should I make it? I probably won't make it big because I don't want, it might get copyright claimed. I have no idea. But this is what Windhorse had to say about Giannis.
They can't trade.
Oh wait, I can't hear anything. Could you guys hear that? Oh, I can't hear anything. Smart. All right, hopefully it keeps going.
Any of them. And
okay, I can't hear a word of this. I'm gonna put it on my. I'll put on my echo. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. Well, I'll make sure you don't.
So, I honestly do not see how the Bucks are going to be a team that at the end of the week we look at and say that's a guaranteed top 4 team. And basically, I think Giannis has sort of let them off the hook to a certain extent. He did not apply pressure this offseason by sort of making it clear that he didn't necessarily want to be there.
And that's a big problem in my opinion. I know Giannis want to stay loyal to his team or whatnot, but I mean, you gotta say, hey, this is my destination, because things are getting really bad, bro. Things are getting really bad.
He has just basically done his regular off season, gone overseas and been with his family. And the Bucks, who are really strapped from spending and asset perspective, I don't see as much as they can do. And a lot of teams that think that they could trade for Giannis have been watching this very closely. And teams like San Antonio or Houston or Miami or New York, they specifically have stayed out of other major transactions and in Houston's case, saved assets in the Durant trade to potentially chase Giannis. And the reason they did that was because they're not sure Giannis is going to look at the Bucks' work this week and think that's a team that can compete either.
All right, so first and foremost, we don't like Houston here, but big shout out to them because they've been doing some really good deals. We have to give credit where it's due. They've really done a good job of trying to maximize everything they can with their team, with that young core that they have. So here, I'm just trying to switch out these. Let's see, can I? Oh, okay, cool. This sounds actually pretty good. So what I was gonna say was, when it comes to Giannis, my personal opinion is I don't want to do anything. And the only reason why I don't want to go after Giannis is, well, there's 2 reasons. And one of them is the same that it's been. Is number one, he hasn't made anybody his destination, right? And that was the issue before. Like the whole reason why Kevin Durant was going to be so cheap and why I personally wanted to just go ahead and do it is because he made it known that he wanted to go to San Antonio. Obviously, you have to give a couple more teams, but he made it known, I want to go to San Antonio. And no matter what type of deals they were getting outside of that, they weren't able to make that happen because at the end of the day, he said, I'm only going to sign an extension to these 2-3 teams, right? And with this situation with Giannis, he hasn't said anything. It's going to take a lot to get him, rightfully so. He's one of the greatest players to ever walk this earth. I just don't know if I really want to do that. Because, yeah, the Spurs are pretty set for the future, but we can still use a few more pieces, with the drafts coming up. And not only that, this, we just made this, but this right here, like this depth chart that we haven't gotten to see a legitimate season with Fox and Wimby. They barely played together. I'm not saying we have to get rid of Fox to get Giannis, more than likely not, but I want to see this core. I want to see what we got here, right? Like, I tell you guys all the time, with Keldon, I have a big enough sample size. I know exactly what I'm going to get out of Keldon, okay? I know what I'm getting. But everyone else, right? I want to see a healthier Fasel, but I think I know what I'm getting. But if he's a fourth option, that's perfect. We got plenty of options now. I want to see Fox and how he gels with Wimby, right? I want to see Harper in that lineup and see how quickly he gets adjusted to the NBA. I want to see Jeremy Sohan and see if he can stretch the floor a little bit more with how good his three-point shooting looks. Like, I just feel like if you throw Giannis into the mix of all this and you're dishing out, I mean, if it doesn't take much, sure, but it's going to take a lot, and you're just dishing out all these players and these picks, we never even got a chance to see how this pans out, right? So not only has Giannis not made it known that he wants to come to San Antonio, which makes it a little more difficult for us, we also haven't even gotten to see a legitimate season with this team, right? Fox is not a top 5 point guard. You don't know ball. Who's a top? Give me your top 5 point guards. Like, what are you talking about? Probably not top 10. That's insane. He's definitely a top 5 point guard. Okay. You're responding to Yop Yop, who said Fox is currently a top 5 NBA point. Yes, he is. Undoubtedly, he's a top 5 point guard. Yeah, please give us 10 point guards better than Fox. That's wild. Please. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know, man. I'm one that's not necessarily in a camp to go after Giannis. People ask, like, would you be willing to give up Sohan for Giannis? He's Giannis, okay? I think a lot of people, because I don't want to be too, controversial or pushy here, but I think because you don't understand the value that Sohan brings, and when I praise that value and I'm like, this is an important player for the team, you construct in your head that I think that Sohan's a superstar or something crazy. Like, I never said that. Never said that. So yes, for Giannis, of course he's worth all of that. But I don't think that I want to get rid of it, right? I don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it's worth it. Short term it is, long term, I mean, why? We don't have to do that. Sohan for Giannis straight up is unrealistic, though. I mean, obviously. I was just saying, like, people have brought up, like, what if it has to involve Sohan? Would you, like, yes, he's worth that. But, I don't want to get rid of much of anything right now. I want to see the season pan out. We got time. I want to see it pan out. No need to panic. I feel like throwing everything on the table for Giannis is a panic, especially if he doesn't actually say he wants to go to your team. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. Shea, Hallie, Brunson, Luka, Kay Cunningham, Kyrie, and then Fox. Kyrie's not a better. You think Kyrie's better than Fox? Yeah, and Halliburton is out for the season. That's a good point too. But like, yeah, they're out. But like, you think Kyrie is? Oh yeah, when was the finger injury? Yeah, I'm sorry, Chatter. I'm not trying to bully you, but to say De'Aaron Fox isn't a top 5 point guard in the NBA, I think is quite disrespectful. And then to go as far as to say he's not even top 10, I don't know what you're talking about. Here, let me see. before his, you said before the finger injury? Let's see. See if we can find this. Is it on here? No, it's not on here. AI found it for us. All right, before the finger injury. Crap. Here we go. De'Aaron Fox was having a strong season, averaging 23.5 points, 6.3 assists, 4.8 rebounds in 62 games with the Kings. He was also All-Star NBA selection. Yeah, I think from three, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. What was he shooting from three? What the heck was he shooting from three? It was insane. I think it was a pretty good percentage, like really good percentage from three. 33%. Oh, I thought it was higher than that. Who am I thinking about? 36 and 22. I must be thinking of someone else. 37% on 7 attempts. Well, that doesn't count. But yeah, this is a top, undoubtedly this is a top point guard in the NBA. You can say top 5. Someone said top 7. We can accept top 7. I say top 5. Yeah, they're saying Cade over Fox, Kyrie who's hurt over Fox. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Let's be real here. Come on. Yeah, I think that's another thing too, is like fans haven't actually realized how insane this could be with Fox and Wemby. Genuinely insane. This alone, even if we took Harper out of the mix and took Brian out of the mix, right? And let's say the Spurs just grabbed a couple other like veteran free agents or something like that. This is a really good team because of Fox and Wemby alone on what they can bring. We have a lot of weapons right now. We have a lot of different avenues that we can hit you with, and our defense is very well rounded now. Cornette and Wemby, it's going to be nasty. Wemby comes out, you're going to lose a lot because he's Wemby, right? But like Cornette is the best backup center that you can ask for. His defense is incredible. Sohan, elite defensively. Brian is really great defensively. I really want to see, how well he adjusts to NBA speed and everything. But Harper, he's a good defender. Fasel, he's a good defender. Castle, great defender, right? Point of attack. It's going to be nasty, y'all. It's going to be nasty. Even Fox was playing pretty decent defense, before he went and got his surgery and everything. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to address that. If you think that Fox isn't special or he's not a top 5, I just think that's a little disrespectful, right? But yeah. LaMelo? Did someone just suggest that they would trade LaMelo for Fox? No offense to LaMelo Ball because he's extraordinarily talented, but he plays AAU ball, bro. I wouldn't want LaMelo. He's really good, but he plays AAU ball. Anyways. Fox is really great at disrupting passing lanes. No one is a liability, right? Like not that long ago, we had multitude of liabilities that you couldn't get around not playing. We don't really have a lot of liabilities anymore. And if we do, we have enough defenders that might mitigate it, Nope, we still got KJ. Well, by the time I upload this video, I have no idea if KJ's here or not. So, but even if he was, you have a lot of defenders. You do have a lot of defenders, okay? But yeah, I agree with you. Like, yeah, KJ got to go. I'm not. I think it makes sense to move on. All right. Speaking of moving on, we're moving on to a different topic. Let's see here. What do we have? Oh, we got some footage. All right, guys. Nothing crazy here. Just got some Spurs footage. The gang is together. Right? And I know that you guys are yearning for anything Spurs related, okay? So we have quite a few videos here of them working out together. So let's see if there's anything we notice. But yeah, I haven't actually watched these. Who is this? Is that Bassey? That must be Bassey. No, that's not Bassey. Wait, who is that? Oh, these guys from the Summer League, right? Okay. I don't know ball, apparently. Malawat? That is not Malawat. That's Mensa. Oh, okay. Is there any... Okay, there's no sound to this? I guess there's no sound to this. Look, did he just fly? Do it look like Castle went in slow motion? Okay. Okay, apparently I don't know how any of this works. Okay, nothing crazy. Was that Primo? Bro, I swear dude looked like... Okay, for a second that looked like Primo. In real time that looked like Primo walking across my screen. Castle's gonna be so good this year, bro. I love Castle. He's so chill. He's like the perfect type of ball handler you want on the team. Doesn't get too big, or doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. All right, so here's Dylan Harper. As you guys know, the Spurs said that he would sit out the California Classic, but more than likely we will see him in the Vegas game, at least a little bit. Don Harris tweeted out, hey, he's probably just too good for it. Not disrespecting him, just saying that's just what the Spurs do. Like, sometimes you're so talented, it's like, come on. We get to see his handles a little bit. Working on control, physicality. Looking good, looking good. He missed it. He's trash. Bench him, trade him. You know, I saw something just really quick. I didn't think it should have been another segment, but someone brought up something that Dylan Harper said, and maybe we should go over it in another... I don't have it up, so we'll go over it in another live stream, I guess. But one thing he brought up was he knows that, you know, other NBA teams don't do it like San Antonio. Like, he mentioned how he saw Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili come in with Pop, and he was like, wow, like no other NBA team does it like this. And I saw people criticizing it, and it was so silly, and it was so what am I trying to say? Like, it was just so ironic, because there were people actually saying, I agree with him, but how would he know that? He's just a rookie. It's like, wait, how would you know that? You haven't played in the NBA. And it's just so funny because it's like everyone knows that. That's public knowledge. And not only that, NBA players talk to other NBA players. He probably already met Harrison Barnes, maybe. I don't know. But Harrison Barnes would tell you, like, yeah, other teams don't do it like this. Like, such a silly... His dad won multiple championships in the NBA. Yeah, so silly. Such a silly thing to say. Like, people are just like, how would he know? And like trying to criticize him, but they agree with him. It's like, well, how would you know, man? He knows because everyone knows. Like, it's not a crazy statement. All right, let's see what this one is. So here's some more Summer League practice footage. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we just looked at this one. We just saw them. Then Primo ran across the screen. What's this one? Ooh, nice little cut for Carter Bryant. That was a really nice cut. Hold on, I want to look at that again. Yeah, he's a very smart player. Okay, we already looked at this. We just looked at this one. Okay, maybe that's all the footage we have. Anything else? Oh no, we got one more. Here's our boy Carter Bryant working on his shooting. Get rid of that. Let's keep doing that. Oh, I can actually hear this. Oh, let me put this on my earphones. There we go. You guys have no idea how many tabs I have up. It makes it a little difficult. Okay. Bang. Oh, that's trash. Beautiful. All right, that's Carter Bryant working out. So really good stuff. Just wanted to show you guys that everybody is, I mean, we haven't really seen them interact that much, but hey, they're practicing. They look good. They look like they're getting ready. Should be pretty fun for us to see some of these guys for the first time. So should be pretty nice, y'all. Should be pretty nice. Have you seen the goal of Wemby in Japan? Oh, was he in Japan when he made that shot? Yeah, I saw that. That was insane. Oh, here's something else. Okay, how should I? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so, all right, real talk, guys. I have no idea what's going on here. Why are they in Tony Parker's house? So a bunch of streamers went to Tony Parker's house. How much do they pay him to do this? Does anyone know what this is for? So we get to see some stuff though, I guess. So Tony Parker is going to show off all of his rings. He gets so disrespectful, or get so disrespected, bro. People actually, I saw this and people agreed with this, y'all. It's the most heinous post I ever seen in my life. Someone posted DeJounte Murray and they said, shout out to the best Spurs point guard to ever walk this earth. I wanted to throw up. I wanted to seriously throw up. Like, that's insane. You don't know ball at all. And people actually agree with that. Like, I'm like, how old are y'all? Like 10?
So you're in charge of this.
I'll make sure
What's in there? What's in there?
Nobody touched that.
Wait, it's his fingerprint.
It's fingerprint.
It's his fingerprint.
Oh God. Oh. I do not want to press play. Why do people watch streamers, man? I hate streamers, not you, clan. I hate myself watching this, bro. Like, is fingerprint? Is there, like everything is like the most fake reaction all the time, bro. It's so obnoxious. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. The only YouTuber that I enjoy that yells a lot, and I haven't watched him in a while, is like Dashy. But the reason why I like Dashy is because he's genuinely funny and there is an authenticity to his character, right? Like he's always been like that, and when he used to do skits, he used to do that, right? Like that's like his thing. This is why Speed is better. Speed is actually funny, right? Like there's people, but it's like I don't understand the streamers that just scream and that's their whole shtick and people like it. Or I guess kids like it. I don't get it. It's not authentic. This isn't authentic. And even Dashy, like I mentioned, like Dashy can be chill. When if he was seeing something like this, he wouldn't be like Dashy in that moment, you know? He will be, what's his real name? Like Charlie or something? He will be Charlie. He will be chill. This is annoying. Okay. Sorry. That's my old man yelling clouds moment, I guess. All right, let's Spurs are getting rid of the boring narrative. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that Tony Parker's doing this. I just don't.
Oh, I never seen this. Oh my fucking gosh.
Put the light on the right top. Yep.
Oh my God.
I can't do this, y'all. Clan, you wouldn't be excited to see that. You think this is real? You think that? Oh my! You think this is real? I would be like, whoa, this is so cool. Yo, Tony, this is so cool. That's how I would react. Not everything's everything is like a clip. Like clip this, clip me screaming into the mic, bro. Oh my God. Please cut the segment short. No, we got to get through this, okay? It's for Tony. We have to, believe it or not, we got 2 of these. We have 2 clips to go over. We haven't got halfway through this one yet. Jeez, bro.
Tony, you have no idea how much aura these West jerseys have, bro.
So much.
Okay, Agent is legit. Agent is legit. So, Kai's not.
2013 or this one?
Hello, is this the one? Yo. Which one of these? Never mind, I don't know.
Yo, chat, a real championship ring, bro. It's not a replica. It's not the one you buy at the store. This is the real.
Agent actually is like a fan of the game. Like he actually cares.
Oh, these are all-star rings, actually. Where's the championship rings?
So, Kai, did you ever, actually, all of you guys, did you ever touch an NBA ring?
I never touched an NBA ring.
Wait, where's...
All right, now I guess he let them touch an NBA ring. Okay, just mute it. No, we're okay. We got through the first one. Jeez, man, I just don't get it, bro. All right, here we go. All right, let's do this. All right, we got this. Okay. Okay, we got this. Here's the second one. Apparently, he shows off. Is this just Tony's house? He shows off a restaurant or something.
Oh, not the kitchen. Oh, but you gotta eat good. What? I don't think I've seen this ever in my life. We got a 24-hour Nando's restaurant at the crib.
Hey.
Shout out to Nando's.
Hey, I need that right now.
24 hours.
Get a sunset burger.
Nando's at the house.
Hey.
Tony Parker has a 24-hour restaurant at his house? I'm loud. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. You could have conveyed that information without screaming. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not up to me to feel any type of way about it, but like, why? A bit ridiculous. Why? Why? I mean, maybe I'm just too broke to comprehend this. I don't. Why would you need a 24-hour? Well, can someone explain this? Are you under the impression because you do it on YouTube that you're not a streamer? What? I never said I wasn't a streamer. I stream. I never said I wasn't a streamer. I'm sorry if you think like all I do is just jump on here and yell. I guess I do yell at y'all. Y'all do make me mad sometimes. But like I don't just like every single thing is an exaggeration. It's authentic when I am excited, when I'm bored, when I'm happy, when I'm not. Like it is authentic. How I am on stream, it's how I am IRL. I'm not lying to you. Like this is how I am. I don't know. I can't afford the time to take to drive every day money. I don't get this. I can drink coffee 24 hours a day, but I would not sleep at all. I just don't understand this. Unless there's people that come to the house and order things. I don't know.
Any mains possible.
Any mains
That's
possible.
not crazy?
That's
Bro,
crazy.
listen, bro. If I wake up at 4 a.m.
And you want some Nando's?
Bro, hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
A sunset burger. Y'all remember? I remember that.
Come on now.
Okay.
Bro, listen, think about it though.
Talk to me.
Like, boom, late night vibe, me, you,
Starving.
the guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We in the pool chilling. Just the bros.
This place has a pool?
Nothing too.
Just the bros. Oh, damn, we ain't even got to all.
Yeah, they're not. It's like, I don't know. It's simple because he can. I mean, I guess a lot of rich people feel like that. Like, I guess I can do it because I can. I just don't understand it. I don't. It seems. I don't know. Seems a little dumb. But I don't know. Anyways. All right. So we got through that. I'm sure there's more. I don't care enough. But those are the two, okay? We barely got through that. But for some reason, Tony Parker is showing off his crib, right? I'll say this. Any positivity, like some positive stuff. I prefer this over like the MTV Cribs back in the day. Like, I think this is cooler. MTV Cribs wasn't even always legit. Like, a lot of times those people would like rent a house. Like, who did that? Was it like the, I don't know, showing my age a little bit. Wasn't it the Yin Yang Twins? I think the Yin Yang Twins did that. They like, it wasn't even their house. I don't know. I do prefer this. I do prefer like Cribs is goated. Cribs is okay. But sometimes it wasn't even like real. I remember Redman show his cheap house. Oh, I don't remember that. Remember Pimp My Ride? Pimp My Ride was fun. That was a, God, that sounded like a gunshot. People shooting off fireworks. That was a ridiculous show. Redman episode hilarious. I need to go back and watch that. He had the best episode of Cribs. Okay, I need to go back and watch that. I don't know. Y'all got to stop taking everything so seriously. It's all a promotion and advertisement. They're hosting events and 4th of July party, which will give Nando's some business. Okay. I don't care. That didn't make it any less annoying. And him having the restaurant 24 hours, so you're saying like that's not real? I mean, if it's real, then I just think it's a little silly, but whatever. It's not hurting. I'm not saying it's hurting anybody. I just think it's silly. Pimp My Ride was the snow cone machine in the snow cone machine in the trunk with the snow. Did they do that? They did a snow cone machine? Yeah, a lot of those Pimp My rides are now in junkyards and in terrible condition. Yeah. I heard people got robbed too. Like, it's just dumb. It's just like, why do you need you like video games, so we're gonna put a PlayStation 2 where your radio is. Why? Why would you do that? So silly. You love bars, so we're putting a martini machine in the passenger seat so you can drink every time you want, playa. So dumb. Oh, your car doesn't go over 30? Here's a fish tank. So stupid. Margarita machine in a vehicle is crazy. They would have done that. Nothing was. They were not better than that. It was interesting. It was an interesting show, but it was just like, look, I just need. And then I was thinking about this. Well, when I got older, when I was a kid and I watched Pimp My Ride, I was just like, this is fun. But when I got older, I was like, oh my God, what's the insurance on this, bro? How much are you paying? Like, yeah, okay, they pimped your ride, but like, how much are you paying now? You just said you have no money. We see where you live. And they put this super expensive car in front of your door with a bunch of things that you're not going to need. It's going to be nearly impossible to sell this thing. You like baseball? We put giant baseball where tires go. So dumb. Crazy Exhibit was such a good rap. He was, but will only ever be remembered for Silly Show. Yeah, if anybody wants to hear some Exhibit raps, man, well, you can listen to anything, but like, look up like the songs Exhibit did with Eminem. Like, they were killing it, bro. That was some really good MCing back then. Give me a car with Baja Blast, Ice Machine. Crazy. All right, moving on. All right, guys, just thought I'd give you some more reasons to love Cornette. Here's some Luke Cornette clips. Nothing special about this. I just have a series of clips that I want to show. This is him after winning the championship. You can definitely see. Okay, I'll give a little bit of analysis, okay? It's very important for you to have charismatic, funny guys on your team, okay? It's very important. Keeps morale high, and yeah, keeps things light when they need to be, right? Because you're going to have ups and downs during the season. Everything's not going to be peaches and cream all the time. So you need guys like this. And I think that he's really going to resonate with the other players.
Because it is a burning sensation.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I probably need to turn the music off so we can.
That is not enjoyable. That's what they don't tell you. When you win a championship, it's a low-key kind of terrible in terms of the celebration, but also enjoyable. It's a little a pain, adversity, fighting through it situation.
All right. He definitely reminds me of Matt Bonner. I'm not going to lie to y'all. He definitely reminds me of Matt Bonner. Next clip.
I love you, Luke. I love you. Time for a serious.
Oh, wait.
It's just a crazy feeling. I'm so very blessed. I love you, Sam. I'm so thankful to be here.
That was Luke Cornette.
I love you, Luke. I love you. Time for a serious.
Come on down, yes.
I'm locked in. I'm ready to go, Abby.
What are the emotions?
Elation would be an emotion, I think. Gratitude, I think that, yeah. I drank some champagne. There's a certain point at which it gets very disgusting, but at the beginning it's kind of good. I've never won a basketball championship other than the Ponder basketball tournament 2013 at Liberty Christian School, which was not as high stakes as this. Shout out to these because it is a burning sensation.
All right, and that was what we just heard. All right, moving on. This is just funny. I saw this and I just thought it was funny. Hello, I am the team expert on emotional availability. I wish we could actually hear this, and I wish there was a video to it because this is genuinely hilarious. I genuinely found this funny. Cornette goofy, but I love the move we made to get him. No, Goofy's good, bro. Goofy's good. No, Goofy's good. Hold on, we got something else. I think I had a... Oh, here it is. I don't know if you guys know this guy, but he used to play for the Spurs. I can't remember his name.
Back to back.
Oh, you guys doing an interview? I didn't notice. I hadn't seen, Derek, a white kill Jazz like that since Ryan Gosling in La La Land.
It was a pretty sweet move.
He was just shooting every shot, and it was awesome.
His jokes are so lame, but you know what? This is fun. This is a fun person to have around. It takes him so long to get to his jokes. But when he hit them, when he gets to them, they land flat. But you know what? He's very likable. And that's important in and of itself. And it translates to the court as well. So this is the last thing I'll show you that I thought was genuinely funny. Okay. This did land. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Apparently I didn't have it up. And I don't think I'll get copyrighted for this. So let's see here. Oh, shoot. Will I get copyrighted for it? Here, I'll show you guys. Let's see. Where is it? No, here it is. Look at this. I won't make it big. First down. That's just funny. But he shows so much effort as well. By the way, I want to bring this up. Last thing I'll bring up about Luke is someone mentioned this, and I want to shout you out, but it was just too many comments. I can't remember right off the bat who said this, but they were bringing up how Luke Cornett, another reason why he adjusted from shooting a bunch of threes to getting to the paint and being more of a paint presence is because of how elite he is on the offensive boards as well. And that's something that I didn't bring up, and I thought that was a really good point. So shout out to you. You know who you are. Shout out to you. I did see that under the video. Clan, I saw that earlier. You said Cornette over Hardenstein as a Spurs delusionist. We sure about that one? Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I feel like I gave good enough reasons for, I mean, maybe I didn't say it in the moment, but here. Like, this in and of itself is a reason. Oh, where is it? Did I repost it? I might not repost it. I probably liked it, though. Let me see. I just heard fireworks again. Where is it? Here it is. Luke Cornett finished fourth in the NBA in field goal percentage allowed in the restricted area defensively among players facing over 250 shots. He fell behind only Chet, Vic, and Gafford. Yeah, I'd choose him over Hartenstein. Just because they just won a championship, I'm not choosing them over him. He got 1 too. So yeah, like he's elite defensively. Hartenstein's really good though. All right, moving on. Yeah, he fits what we needed perfectly. Exactly. All right. So here's something. Okay, so I was not aware of this, but this is pretty cool. So shout out to Spurs Muse on this one for posting this. Pretty cool. When did they post this? They actually posted this last year. May of last year. Wow. All right, so this was actually... Okay, so I got to give you a little bit of... I'll just read what they said. Back in 2017, Matt Bonner hosted a mailbag for the Players Tribune. Then Vanderbilt player, now Boston Celtics center, Luke Cornett, asked a question. So this is him asking Matt Bonner a question. If you guys don't know, he's a big Matt Bonner fan. He acts like Matt Bonner. Hello, Mr. Bonner, sir. This is Luke Cornett, Vanderbilt student and men's basketball player, but student first. God, dork. I have taken pride in doing the Bonner Challenge daily since before our game versus Florida my sophomore year. Who within the Spurs organization is the all-time Bonner Challenge record holder? Luke. If you guys don't know what the Bonner Challenge is, I don't know all of the details. Yeah, nerd, exactly. I don't know all of the details, but what I do know is it's like you can't take any practice shots. You come into, practice and you have to shoot as many shots or hit as many shots as possible in a row, right? I think they can be free throws, they can be layups, they can be threes, they can be anything, right? Something like that. But you take as many as you possibly can before missing. And it actually got really intense at times, and even Patty Mills talked about it, and he was like, yeah, it got way too intense. I didn't really like doing it. This is a bit of a controversial topic. In our league, you are only allowed to attempt the Bonner Challenge once per day, and it must be your very first set of shots of the day and in front of a credible witness to be valid. Every time you complete the Bonner Challenge, you get a point. We typically do 3 Bonner Challenge seasons throughout the year. Games 1 through 41 count as season 1, games 42 to 82 as season 2, and the playoffs are the 3rd season. In addition, there's an intercontinental belt holder for whoever last completed the Bonner Challenge in a foreign country. This is very elaborate. For example, before playing the Raptors in Toronto or before exhibition games in Mexico City or Europe. Wow. I have 3 Bonner Challenge champions, and I am the current Intercontinental belt holder. This is so nerdy, bro. What are we doing? They made a belt, yeah. Coach Chip England claims he also has 3 championships, but it is currently under review by the Bonner Challenge Board of Directors. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so Bonner and our boy Luke Cornett, they're just as corny as the other. Like, this is ridiculous. Do you think Castle is practicing with Harper so the front office can determine who to trade for Giannis in a trade package? Is that a real... That's not a real question, is it? I don't think that's a real question. Yeah, I don't think that's a real question. Oh, okay. Bonner Challenge was wing shot, free throw, then layup. Okay. And then you just keep, like, rotating? Is that how it works? Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. I just realized that the music wasn't on. Bang. Too late. It's okay, though. Bot question? I don't think that's a bot question. It's just a... I don't think that's a real question. I think it's a person. I don't think it's a real question. Anyways. All right. So... trying to make sure my cat doesn't jump over. All right, we got 2 more sections to go over. Okay. I said I would do it. I told you guys I would go over this interview, and it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. So I want to go over at least a couple more of these topics. Because if you don't know what this is a Sohan interview, and it was really good, genuinely good, but we only went over 16 minutes of it because obviously when you're reacting to something, it goes on much longer than the 16 minutes, right? If you want to just watch it, then literally just go over there and watch it. It's on Hoops Fix, The Truth About Being an NBA Player with Jeremy Sohan, episode 121. All right, so let's go ahead and go through this. This is where we left off. And yeah, and then the other part we'll do it another day. Yeah, we'll figure something out. All right, let's listen.
Things like this, abuse, agents, all sorts of different things. So I think that's the cool thing, that they don't just let you kind of just go be like, just do you, you know what I mean? So.
All of this stuff, like, it makes it, it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, and obviously mental health is a growing conversation, right?
Huge.
It must be hard mentally, not just for you, but for the rest of the players. Like, how much do you have to prioritize that? Or do you think because you're in this environment, you've got friends, family around you that are keeping you grounded, keeping you sane, that is your support network?
They went at him pretty hard. Like, they went at Sohan pretty hard, the fan base, that is. I mean, he's a big boy. He can take it, but I would assume that would really, like, mess with your mental, right?
No, it's definitely my support network. For me, I've in the past, I've actually had, like, mental health trainers and people that I've worked with. The team has one too. So for me, it's super important. I think, one thing, and I look at myself too at times, during the season, maybe I'm going through a bad stretch and I'll be silent. I won't say nothing. And that's the worst thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, you start thinking, you have thoughts, negative thoughts about your game, about your future, whatever it is. And that's the worst thing to do.
I think it's totally fine for Sohan to do press conferences. I thought it was always strange that he didn't. I don't remember what we learned. Did we learn that it was up to him to do it, or I think it was up to him to do it. on whether or not he was doing it. I don't think the Spurs like protected him or whatever, but it was certain times where it was like, yeah, he would struggle, and like the internet would just destroy him, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like our reporters, Spurs reporters, are pretty good. Like, they're rarely ever disrespectful or anything. Like, I don't know.
In my opinion. So like you said, I have this network around me, my friends that live with me, even my dogs, my parents, you know, I still have people around here in England, Poland as well. And the easiest thing is just to talk, and it helps me so much. You feel like something's weighing down on you, and you just lift up. So it's super important. I always say, for me, like, of course basketball's about talent and working hard, but at some point I think it's all mental. It's all mental. You can do more.
Yeah, that's true. Like, everybody is at that level, right? Like, everybody is at that level. Like, what's the difference between a DeAndre Ayton and, I don't know, another really great, or he's not a great center, but a great center, right? Like, he has all the aspects, the physical aspects to be really great, but it's mental. I agree. I ran into Sohan in a restaurant when he was on a date. He was pretty cool. That's cool.
Then your body, you know, can, and I think my mum says all the time too, but a lot of the game is the mental part.
Did you throw him I'm sorry, I just gotta ask this, Joshua. Did you throw him a bone? Like, did you come up and be like, hey man, it really meant so much to me, that money that you gave my mom when she was struggling, that was crazy. And then when you came up to that charity, I saw you at that charity for foster kids, man. That was beautiful. You brought those puppies. That was awesome. I'm sorry guys, enjoy your date. Yeah, like, just give him a bone. Give him a bone. You got to do that. We got to do that for our boys, okay?
And how much you really want to, you know, improve that part.
Do you, like, you talk about having stretches of bad games, and like if you are on a bad stretch, do you ever get feelings of imposter syndrome, or I'm not good enough, or?
Yeah.
Everyone gets that.
There's times that happens.
Really?
I feel like you click out. I click out of it pretty quickly, but there's times like, even, you know.
It was really bad with Derek. Derek took a long years until he was able to get past that.
Now I'm on my rookie contract. Hopefully this summer or next, you know, summer I'll be able to extend. But one thing is about, you always, especially if you know that, you know, a basketball career in the NBA is pretty short, you're always looking to get that second contract, because that second contract's what's gonna, you know, set you up.
That's true. I wish I would have said something cool like that, but no, I just fangirled and told him good luck with the season. I probably would have said the same. I probably would have, yeah. Probably just fangirled.
Moments like, let's say there's a bad, you know, stretch, you're gonna have those thoughts. Oh, you know, I need this. I need to play well to get this second contract. For me, I click out pretty quickly, but it's tough, and I know people go through it for sure.
Do you feel the pressure?
At times, but I think for me, like, I work hard, and I think that eases off all the pressure. I don't think it's bad to feel pressure. I think that's a good thing.
Shame on anybody. Dude's a legit gym rat. Shame on you for not wanting him. But honestly, he is good. He's a good player.
Like, even before games, I be feeling nervous every game, but it's like a good nervous. It's that nervous, like, it's the nerves that want you to, like, it means that you want to be here, and you care. So I think those are good nerves to have. So, you know, there's moments where, you know, it'll get to you.
I remember
we need a playoff stretch so bad.
When I was at university, I did sport and exercise science. We had a module on sports psychology, and when I used to play games, I used to get so nervous, like, you know, really sort of like jittery, like shaking before game, and I used to always just wanted to stop. I mean, like, why am I so nervous? Like, I just want to be okay or whatever. And I remember my lecturer was just doing a lecture. She wasn't even speaking to me directly, but she was just saying that, you can reframe these things, right? And actually, instead of it being your body not prepared, it's actually your body being prepared for what's about to happen. And that simple reframing of like, oh, my body's getting prepared, it's warming up, it's about to go out and play, just made everything so much easier. And you realize there are these, I guess, mental training techniques that can help.
So many.
Is this like the greatest interviewer ever? Are we witnessing the greatest interviewer ever?
Even like breathing techniques. The one cool thing about the Spurs, we like during the summers when we have our like workshops, it's not only about basketball. We try all different sorts of things, yoga. We had a guy come in that was just literally focused on breathing, and it was super cool to do. At the moment, you're like, what?
Grounding techniques. That's what they're called.
What the fuck is this? Like, I know how to breathe, but like you start actually like taking these techniques and like trying it, and it's like, okay, I'm actually calming down, or my heart rate's going down, and it's just cool. There's so many different.
Just not American? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I know Tim Westwood, he did some pretty good interviews with like rappers before, so maybe it is just an American thing to be a bad interviewer. I don't know.
Things that you can do to improve on yourself as a person, but also, you know, on the basketball court. So.
What sort of things do you have in your regime outside of the actual basketball part? Like, what do you try and make part of your routine?
Yeah, I think for me, like, it's good. Like for me, I like consistency. So, you know, off the court, you know, being clean, having the house clean, just small things like that. You sometimes you don't realize, but like, even if your wardrobe's like messy, you're like, oh, it's not a good feeling. But if it's all clean, you kind of feel, you know, calm and kind of collected. In my opinion, for me, you know, I try to read, do the breathing works too, all sorts of different little things. But
so he does a lot of different stuff. It's not just like one thing. Or a couple things.
Yeah.
I spent a long period a few years ago getting into breath work, all the Wim Hof method, and it shocked me how much.
It's crazy.
Yeah, just by fitting it, you just start changing your rhythm of your breath, and all of a sudden you can increase your heart rate, decrease your heart rate.
Yeah, you can control it. Yeah, and that's one thing for me that I've realized coming into this summer is for me to, you know, kind of be more in control of my body and like understanding it. The way I play too is really aggressive and physical. So I think it's important for me, even like being coordinated. You know, I've started this summer. I've been working with a different strength conditioning coach because mine left, and a lot of the stuff we do is just literally like juggling the ball, like juggling free balls, tennis balls, like these soft balls, like just all sorts.
Is that is this Wimby's guy? Wimby has him doing all that. Huh. So saying he doesn't have gnats, just messing with you, Clan. Hey man, I don't have gnat. It was a gnat, okay? It was a gnat. That was annoying though.
So different things, and you know, I wouldn't expect to do that. I thought, you know, I need to just be lifting, going crazy.
Yeah.
But there's so many different things that you can do to like just have better control of your hands, of your, you know, your body, and all the stuff.
As you head into this summer, obviously it's a big summer from a Eurobasket.
All right, I think we're gonna end it here. Okay, I'm gonna have them small. I'm gonna have more small sections. Okay. Also, because I'm be real with you guys, I'm getting a little tired. I haven't eaten today, so we're into this segment. But we'll have segments on all of them, right? In the coming days, we'll go live again, and we'll do this. We'll do this thing. But yeah. Anyways, this was really good. This guy is a phenomenal interviewer. He's actively listening, adding to the conversation. Natural questions, not just, hey, let me read off this script. It makes sense for him to ask that question. But yeah, oh, Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah. All right. End of the segment. Good stuff. All right. Guys, I don't know if I'll go live tomorrow. But what I do know is when is our first California Classic game? Is that the 4th? So I probably won't go live tomorrow. Thursday, I feel like I will. I feel like we'll go live Thursday night. We'll probably go live Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and then you won't see me for a while. All right, next time you see me go live, I'll be in Japan. So yeah, but we'll probably do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Yeah, because we got quite a few segments that we have to post throughout the week. And as you guys know, I try to keep up with my 2 videos a day to the best of my ability. But anyways, everyone doing okay? Everyone doing all right? Hope you guys are doing okay. So, let me say this real quick. So somebody in the chat, or a few people in the chat, told me to watch From. I have a question for you, okay? Have anybody watched From? I have a question. No, don't say goodnight yet. I have a question. Does the acting get... I watch Ran. Yeah, that's something I gotta get on. But does the acting get any better? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I get the vibe right off the bat that the acting's gonna be bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like From, like, first episode at least. People were like, you need to give it a chance, give it, obviously one episode doesn't tell you everything, but like, man, it's just a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I just have a vibe, like, it's so many characters and none of them are really that appealing to me. And I'm not one where the world building is enough. Acting is that bad? I felt like it was bad, but some people disagree with that. It was bad enough for me where I guess it depends on what you watch, right? Like, I watch a lot of films, like a lot. And the shows and the taste that I have in shows is like I have a pretty high expectation. I'm talking about From. So I have a pretty high expectation when it comes to, acting. And going into that, I was like, this just feels like a... Exactly. From feels like a TV show when I watch it. Can't get immersed. I mean, I just watched the first episode and I could not get immersed. The acting to me was so bad. Like, when you have child actors and they can't act whatsoever, I'm like, this kid is way too old to act the way that she's acting. Why did she just do what she did? That's dumb. That's just script being bad. But then I'm like, even the mom isn't that great, and then this person isn't that bad. And the acting was so bad that, like, after the first kill, I didn't even care. And then even the whole, like, I want to see my son. Okay. And it's like, oh God, now we got one of those plots, like, I hate you, dad plots. Like, I don't want to. Oh yeah, God. No. All right, I'm hopping off, y'all. I love you. Everyone have a good night. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go shower and eat.